feeling really down. You try to watch TV, but the shows are all repeats. But soon some online exploration brings a rush of exaltation. Hey, you found the Mr. G Show.
We've got a great show today. I've got some poison ivy on my forehead and around my eye, but it won't stop us. We're going to be playing around with a toy called hand blasters. I'm going to be handling flames in my bare hands. There's a musical segment that's going to be something different. And, of course, the shout out and Q&A with G. So, come on, let's get started. Beautiful day outside. I can't believe it's the end of November. It's actually probably 55 degrees. It's sunny. It's just gorgeous. I can't believe it. Today's toy review, hand blasters. Hand blasters. They're awesome. Super inexpensive, fantastic toy for you this Christmas. You throw them in the air, bang. They react with each other upon colliding and explode, sounding like a firecracker going off. Oh, wow. Wow, I don't know how loud that sounds to you, but these are a lot of fun. Some of the explosions are very loud, actually. Wow, like that one. And they release a little bit of smoke as well. Wow, that was a good one. Hand blasters, you gotta try them. It's time for a little bit of Q&A with G. Mr. Schmeiklinch writes, have you ever been to Europe? If yes, what country then? And do you like Coke? Well, Mr. Schmeiklinch, no, I've never been to Europe, sadly. So I don't know what country, what country I've not been to. I don't know much about Europe, actually. Do I like Coke? Kind of a strange follow-up question to the European question. However, you might have noticed I've lost quite a bit of weight, actually about 30 pounds in the last 2 months, and I'm completely off of any diet or regular pops. I drink pretty much strictly water. I do drink coffee. Coke. When I did drink soft drinks, I always drank diet soft drinks, and Diet Pepsi was my favorite, followed up by perhaps Diet Coke or Coke Zero. So, yeah, I like it, but I don't make it a habit of drinking it anymore. Irwin Warriors 32 writes, how did you get the small crystals? He's talking about the last episode with the hot ice. What are your favorite 3 toys from when you were a kid? Well, the crystals, Irwin Warriors 32, were simply some of the sodium acetate after I had boiled it that I poured onto a paper plate and just let dry, just let evaporate and dry. Just a real little layer of it. That yields the crystals. My 3 favorite toys from when I was a kid. First off, Amaze-O-Matic cars. They were fantastic. You should look them up online. Sky Devils. Sky Devils were these little airplanes that flew around a control tower at high rates of speed. You could control how high they would go with one tether underneath a mat that the control tower sat in the middle of, and with the other tether you would also control, I believe, the speed of the motor, so how fast they would fly around. They were fantastic. I had one called the Night Flight set, and it had a glow-in-the-dark propeller on the front of the little airplane, so you could turn off all the lights and see this streak of light shooting around this control tower. It was a real blast. I wish I still had that toy, actually. Today's day and age, you would not see that toy because it was highly dangerous. You had this little propeller on the front of an airplane that was shooting around a control tower at a high rate of speed. If it hit you in the head, it would probably go right through. It was amazing. Zeroid robots would be the other favorite toy of mine when I was a child. Zeroid robots came in 3 different styles. There was Zobar, the Bronze Transporter, I'm reading this now, Zintar, the Silver Explorer, and Zirak, the Blue Destroyer. I only had Zirak, the Blue Destroyer, but always wished that I had the other Zeroid robots. They were motorized. They, I think, ran off 2 AA batteries. They had tracks at the bottom of their little base or platform, and this would allow them to roll forward. They could pull things. They came with a lot of different accessories that you could purchase. They were really fun. They were fantastic. Well, that pretty much wraps up Q&A for G, or Q&A with G. Q&A for G? No, Q&A with G. Let's go on to some music now. I think you're going to enjoy this. Today, for the music part of the show, something completely different. My Chord Kaoscillator, a device that I told you I really like to use in some of my recording. I'm going to use this device to completely make an entire 8-beat loop that will happen right before your eyes in real time. Let's get started. We're going to start by laying down a rhythm. Actually, hold on a second here. Let me record this as well. There we go. that and start, so that you won't get any extraneous sounds like maybe the dog's collar jingling like last time is what happened. I can put this directly into the video. Ready? Let's get started. Got a rhythm laid down. Now I'm going to lay down a bass track. Got to find a bass sound I like first. Kind of like that. We're going to give that some arpeggiation. No. No. No, I don't like that either. No. Kind of like that. We're going to keep that. Let's see how that works. I kind of like that. Cool. Now let's add some, I don't know, change our arpeggiation up here a little bit. Really need arpeggiation with this. So here we go. We're going to record this part. Now let's put in okay, we'll add some of that. This is kind of getting eerie. I kind of like this. Yeah, we'll add a little bit of drum accents now. We'll add that sound, kind of a cool sound in there, synth sound. Okay, there we go. I like that. This is something I think that we could build on. I think that you could add some keyboard parts to this, some electric guitar. This is a great basis or start of a great song. All done with my Kaoscillator right before your very eyes. I hope you enjoyed today's musical segment. Since we're here, we might as well take care of today's shout out. Let me tell you something, the shout outs are getting kind of a little bit out of hand. I've got like 4 pages of people to read here for today's shout out. So from now on, I'm only going to pick 10 people for the shout out. Those 10 lucky names will be chosen by me because of things that they wrote to me, things that they had to say to me in either comments or direct messages. So try your hardest, pique my interest, and make me pick you. Are you ready? Today's shout out goes to Medieval 656. This is Chris L. Kilmajaro 1. Cade Master of Pyro, Dragon Warrior 1200, Winter Eater, Killa Wasabi, Marco Polo 504, Blue Bays. Let me try this one. Ready? Gwyn, that's one. Bratman and daughter, wait, Bratman 82 and daughter Rachel. Hi, Bratman 82 and daughter Rachel. B347 L35, but I think it's actually supposed to be spoken as Beatles. Haha, pretty clever there. McMr. T 101 Agent Man. Jeremy Friggin Legger. Joe, or Fun Dude 1969. Shadow Slide 0. Nick Rule 711. Dom Quack 88. Takissan. No, Koteki-san. Koteki-san. That's how that's pronounced. Koteki-san. Fritos 1445. Stevel 901. Munchlax 927. Darkling Face. Insane Joker 902. Up Your Ho 12321. A Stupid Productions. Watch Me Please 1. Chicken Dance 12321. Forsaken Samuel. Who's Dat Noob Knocking. YM Mashus 94. Hella Hole. Karen Onage with a 0 instead of an O. The Celibate Porn Stars. Strange name. Pyro Freak DJ. Pivot AX. Canal 181881. X Vision X. Moo 5682. ILS 360. Lifelong Hacker 94. Lil Phil Turner. Bad Spella. Nemesis 986. Clockwork 624. Inferno 600 or Iferno 600 or Elferno 600. Don't know if that's an I or no. Don't Hate Me Cause You Ain't Me. Zaviex. Dilber 115. Flea Wizard and Devin Yu from Maryland. Are you ready? Here we go with today's shout out. I wanted to learn more about the ways of the great Ninja Fire Masters. So I read, I studied for about an hour, and this is what I learned. I hope you're ready, because I'm not sure I am. Fire handling, brought to you by Mr. G. Wow, amazing. I didn't know if I would be able to do this, but apparently I can. I hope you're all enjoying watching this. And whatever you do, don't try this without incredible amounts of concentration and study. I hope you liked it. Fire handling by Mr. G. We're going to be back with some more, so stick around. I just want to let everybody know that I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I hope that you have a very safe holiday as well. Hope you're all doing well and you're all in good spirits. I'm going to take a short break for the holiday, so this will be the last Mr. G show that you'll get to see until after January 1st. Then we'll be right back with more really cool shows. So, however, I do want to also let you know that throughout the holidays you may see a 30 seconds with Mr. G kind of smattered around here and there. So, have a safe and enjoyable holiday season. I know I will. I'm Mr. G. See y'all next time. Fire handling by Mr. G. My fingers are on fire too. The great Ninja Fire Master has taught me how to do this, or at least the books written by them. Whoops, I dropped it on the floor. Probably not a good idea if I'm near flammable materials. I studied their ways both online and at the local library. I studied for all of 2 to 3 hours, and this is what I've come up with. I wanted to learn the ways of the great Ninja Fire Masters. I myself wanted to become one. This is what I've learned. And this is what I've learned. How not to get the ball out of the glass gracefully. Ah, look into the flame. Truly unbelievable. Look at that. Look at that. And it went out. I wished it would have burned longer, but it didn't. So, poison ivy, injured eye, it doesn't matter, because here at the Mr. G Show, the show must go on. They're good for hundreds of times used over and over. Oh. I've studied long, I've studied hard, I've studied the ways of the great Ninja Fireman. Ninja Fire. I hope you're ready, because I'm not sure I am. Actually, I'm not sure any of us are.